Okay, so this time we're doing a bowl lathering thing. Another brush to test out. Haven't tried this. This is from Frank Shaving, synthetic, small little thing, probably quite okay. Mug soap is in here. It's been soaking for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. So I guess I'll pour all or most. I'll pour most of the water out. So I'm keeping a little bit. I have no clue. This is just damp. Okay. So if it's too wet, it's too. Maybe it's too wet. Too late. Too late to wet. Okay. All I'm trying to do here is load quite a bit of soap onto the brush. Yeah, it's wet. There you go. Maybe we get the wet shit out of the way. What do you think? Or? Is that good stuff? Ah. Okay. This is good. No, I saw someone do this. Someone did this. Fuzzy? Maybe, I don't know. I've been watching quite a bit of William's tutorials. Everybody's so happy, it's so good, super easy to lather Williams. Okay, well, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, so this isn't lather, this is just foam. It's kind of close to Williams, Mitchell's Woolfat in consistency. So I'm loading quite a bit. Loading. Can you get too much? Well, yeah, you can have too much. You can have more lather than you need, but that's not the same as too much. So this has gotta be enough, right? Right? Okay, I'll even scoop up this stuff. Not to waste. That's 0.01 cents of lather. Okay. Okay. Oh, joke. Got a joke from Martin at YMMV Shaves. What the heck was that? Hang on. I've got it here. Hang on. So stay tuned for the joke. God, my memory is really bad. Yeah, Martin said he tried to change his computer password to beef stew, but apparently it wasn't strong enough. Okay, so we'll blame Martin for that one. Right, so we have foam stuff in this, really foamy. So this needs to be converted into lather somehow. And what I need is less bubbles and more water, possibly. I'm trying to get all the lather out of the brush. Maybe I should squeeze the lather out of the brush. Is that gonna help at all? Let's try that. I'm basically doing different things that I've seen people do in tutorials. I've tried to use the whole concept of a few people, but it hasn't quite worked out. And one thing, that I touched upon that in the live I did yesterday is oftentimes on videos you don't see for how long the lather stays stable. Sorry, losing a few hairs here. It is a new brush. Um, voila. Because in most of the videos, you know, the lather needs to stay on for one pass, and one pass for most people is no more than 2 minutes. So with a bit of jibber jabber after the lather is put on the face and until the pass is completed, it's usually no more than 2.5 minutes. So, you know, I think I can build a lather that lasts for 2.5 minutes before it breaks down. I think so. But when I shave with a straight razor or a shavette, you know, I go slow and it takes maybe 5 minutes. I want to make a lather that's 5 minutes long. What do I do now? What do I do now? What does it look like? It's mainly in the brush. Looks pretty good. There are some bubbles, not a whole lot. Not quite sure what to do, and I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to look like, because I've been beating it up quite a bit, I think, so that there shouldn't be too many bubbles in there. You know, it should be pretty dense. It feels quite dense. It doesn't, you know, it's not super foamy. It doesn't move when I do that. I'd say this is rather dense. Maybe we should go with this. I'm sure it's not going to work, but I'm not sure what else I should do with it. I could add water, but I'm not too sure about that. So there are some bubbles on the brush, but that's normal. That's the normal case. Okay, I'm going to squeeze out the soap one more time. Check it out. Yeah, there are some bubbles, but it's a bit peaky, kind of peaky. I'm occupying the single bathroom. People will start to get annoyed. But that didn't look horrible, did it? Certainly not very, very good, like really good lather, but not horrible. What do you think? I'm not sure I want to add more water because I don't know if I can. So I'm gonna do shave with this and we'll see. Okay, here we go. Lather is still there. It's been sitting for just 1 minute. That's what it looks like. Could fool me. Some bubbles left, not a whole lot though. So I'm painting this on, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Still feels foamy. Rubbish. Okay, now you've seen everything that I did. So yeah, this is gonna dissipate quickly. So give me feedback, you know, and this, I think this boils down to bowl lathering technique to a large extent. I'm gonna shave anyway, because I know I can. It's gonna go away. Feather DX with a Feather Super Professional blade. Do you see the bubbles, right? Let's see if it's at least hydrated enough. I have a problem bowl lathering because I don't know when the lather is good. I've never taught myself to bowl lather, and that is obviously a problem when I get a difficult soap. It's worse than yesterday. Somehow the face lather yesterday was better. Can you believe it? Can you believe? And I question if I've hydrated it enough actually. Shaving okay. I mean, it is still slick. If I wanted to, I could paint this on, take it all away, and only shave on residual slickness. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a new lather for pass number 2. Okay, lather number 2. I haven't re-soaked this. I don't know if I have enough moisture in it. So wet the brush, shake it a bit, not squeezing it, and then we load. Maybe I loaded too wet the last time, but I've seen people load really wet, load really dry. It works for both categories of people. Oh. But when I put it on my face, it's okay that it's super dry. I'm used to that. I keep adding moisture to build the lather on the face. That works fine. But when I'm bowl lathering, it can't be like dry toothpaste, because then nothing happens in the bowl. So may as well have a bit of water, right? I wonder how long this pack lasts. I'm told forever, but we'll see about that. Okay, going. Loading really as much as I can. It's so much lather or foam. Keep going. I'm not keeping track of time or anything like that. Just going. What did Johan die from? Well, he starved while trying to make William's mug soap lather. Okay, well, that just has to be plenty, right? So down in the thingy. Yeah, it's quite dry. Okay, still no clue. And I've done this a number of times now, and I kind of lose track of what I think might have worked another time and so forth. Because, you know, this was what I had yesterday, pretty much, on the face. Maybe it was slightly wetter, but you know, there's no bubbles or anything in this. Mind you, a lot of it is in the brush. Maybe it's not the best brush. Take it out. Continue to use the brush, but I just want to make sure I work with like everything. Okay. Really foamy. Foamy and dry. Can you believe this? How the hell can it be both? It's unbelievable. Just trying to get the damn bubbles out. I'm not splaying much now. Just trying to get the air out, right? Looks creamy. It really does. Doesn't it? I think it does. Something's wrong with it. I know, because there always is. But this looks serviceable. Doesn't it? Can you see? I think so. Okay, I need more water, that's for sure. Still a few bubbles, but it's definitely more dense. Okay, here we go. So you can see how much I put in, I hope. I don't think we'll do more than that. I'm not going to push it So did I kill the little lather I had? Who knows? Maybe turned frothy again. Splaying. What's he doing now? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Well, I don't know. A few peaks. No marvelous peaks, but a few peaks. Have I beaten all the air out? I don't know. What's he doing now, Mommy? What's he doing now? What is the man doing? I don't know, and I fear neither does he. Mommy is correct. Well, it doesn't feel too crappy actually. Well, but it was the same the last time. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do pass number 2, and we shall see. I've left this for 1 minute, and you see there is a bit of bubbliness in it. Hopeless. Hopeless. What do I do to get that shit out? You know? Honestly. It's ridiculoso. But tell me, you know, this is real time. Well, I may cut a bit because otherwise the video is going to be horribly long. So I'm doing, and then it looks a bit better again. I beat some of the bubbles out, but the little buggers keep coming back. Okay, this is more similar to the lather I had yesterday, which means it's going to suck, but on a different level than yesterday. I've decided I'm not going to get angry, but quite possibly, maybe I should work on my face with the lather, because after all, that's what I'm used to. That's what I know. And then I'd say this is too dry, so I'm gonna bleed in, add a bit of water anyway. Foams up straight away. If you haven't tried Williams, you have no idea how spoiled you are with modern artisan soaps. You see, because this thing disappears immediately, straight away. I had those fuckers out, the bubbles, I really did. Share my pain. But maybe this is better. It's gonna look like shit. Maybe it performs better than on pass number 1. Should. It's more, there's more water in it. And you know, when I was goofing around yesterday, not shaving, but just trying to build lathers, and it is really slick. And just putting it on the face without shaving. I had a few rounds which were quite a bit better than this. You see how foamy it is, huh? Fortunately, it is very slick. So I really messed up the lather here. I mean, not only in terms of what it looks like. This is shit. shit, but I can still shave, right? This is horribly bad. Could you please comment? I mean, you don't have to say, you suck, because I know that, but constructive, advice would be nice. I'm sweating quite a bit too. That doesn't help because that adds moisture. Okay, just foam. Just foam. This rinses off slightly better, but it's still, it's just god awful. See the bubbles? See the foam? No improvement. So the only way I can make it be not very foamy is if it's super dry, but then it's not comfortable. Then it's bad for shaving. Because this, at least, is actually quite good for shaving. Because it's slick. And it's slick because it's soap mixed with water. Doesn't rinse off perfectly. Are you excited about this week? Mommy, is he gonna use the same soap all week? Maybe. At least that's what he thinks. Mommy, do you think that using William's mug soap too often can turn a wet shaver into a mass murderer, like a serial killer? I don't know, dear daughter. I would think it's quite possible. Gonna rinse. Oh, incredibly good shave. Perfect, really perfect. But it's perfect because it was slick and I had a good razor. Super. Zero complaints. I wouldn't have, in terms of what this feels like with the hands now, I wouldn't have had a better shave with Sego based from Singariman. I can assure you. Probably post-shave feeling and the need for moisturization is very different. And it's hard to get it off. And it's not a gooey, sticky residue. It's just slick residue. Absolutely perfect. And the feeling on the face right now is good. But even if I had A&E, Singariman, Wickham's, Swedish Witch, whatever, really good stuff, I'd still put on a balm. I could not do that. Let's not do that. You've seen me torture my face with this horribly looking lather, and I'm telling you, even I can do better. And I'm saying now, apart from this nick, which has nothing to do with the soap, perfectly close shave, can't do better than this, Right now it feels okay. It's warm now, it's not winter, it's summer. But I'm gonna wait half an hour and let you know how my face feels compared to if I had done, you know, what I'll do, let's do half and half. Aqua Velva, which you're supposed to use with Williams. Sensitive 5-in-1 moisturizing balm. Take a bit of that. And I'm going to put that on half the face. You know, there should be a difference. Half the face will get this beautiful. There probably still is soap there. Is that possible? No, I think I got it out. Huh? And the other half, nothing. Half an hour. See you in half an hour. I'll turn off and record again, so you don't have to wait half an hour. That would just be cruel. So turning off now. Yeah. Okay, it's been half an hour, and conclusion: post shave is shit. It really is. It really is. Even in a warm summer, you can feel the difference. This is nice and soft, and this is just. No, it's okay. But you need, you know, it's crap. Super good to shave with. Ugly foam. Very little joy in using it. But super performance. Poor post shave. That's the conclusion of Williams mug soap today. Tomorrow might be something very different. See you. Ciao.